Yes, people. It's the Cape and Don show. Why? It's been one of them, I wouldn't say weeks, but one of them weeks. It's been a bit mad, over the last few days. Yes, we got our win and all them kind of things there, but it's, what it is? We're in the information age, innit? So, when you do YouTube, there's been a lot of stuff going on. And because I do a lot of streams and stuff as well, because I encourage anyone, innit? You know what I mean? When you're on a journey, innit, I don't mind who jumps on my stream and says shit. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh, just because this whatever. Come and chat your shit in it and I'll debate with you, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And if you've got a reasonable argument, then you know what? I'll take it on board. If I don't fully respect it or if I think it's agenda driven, then I'm not gonna take it on board, innit? That's just me, innit? Do you know what I mean? But how you been, man?
I've been calm, bro. Life's been lifing, but Christmas period soon. Family's gone to Nigeria, so I'm by myself. But
what do they call that again when you go to Nigeria again? Something there, what was it?
Dirty December.
Dirty December, that's it.
But they've gone there to their home. My mum, my sisters, everyone's gone to Nigeria for Christmas, so we have.
How come you're here then?
How come
you go? You don't want to go?
I'll tell you outside of
it.
Yeah,
I hear it.
But yeah.
There's definitely a woman involved in it, so that's why you ain't going nowhere, bro. Yeah, I hear
I'm here, obviously, got a lot of Arsenal to watch. Obviously, we won that game ugly on Saturday, like ugly. And yeah, like I think it's just been a nice, as you said, it's been a lot on YouTube. For me, it's just been a reset week, man. Like, got first time we've had a week off since the
August
of the season. So it's time to reset, reflect. Obviously, I always say that when you play so bad, I guess winning is the perfect thing because the way you reflect is different because you know that you got away with one and you're able to know it didn't do damage, but you can't get away with that again. But like if you take the loss or you take a draw, for example, then there's damage as well as the performance. So the concerns is also met with the points in it. So I feel like having the week off, letting players actually rest, get some of these injured players back, which we should. And yeah, man, go again. Like we've shown a level this season. I feel like we just have to maintain that level and maintain that level of performance, both defensively. I feel like we've kind of those games. There was a point in the season where we were talking about not even having a shot on our goal, and now we're conceding like goals every game. So there's we have to retract back to it. What do you mean? Are you talking about man?
Sorry again?
Nem says that I plant in my water.
Nah, it's like I got pineapple water in it. So I got a slice of pineapple. It's good for you, innit? Good for the skin and all them things there. So trying to do the healthy thing, innit? You know what I mean? It's funny, I done that because Forever Arsenal, they had a guy called Sharoy on there. And
I watched Sharoy.
Yeah. He was drinking his ginger tea in it. He said he had pineapple water in it. So that evening or that morning, early doors, I went to local shop and that Boss Man and got 2 pineapples in it and just cut it up and just started just drinking it with water in it. Do you know what I mean? It's nice. It's nice. You know what I mean? It's refreshing as well. So yeah, man, big up to Sharoy.
I can't lie to you.
All them. Yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying? We do things different, innit? You know what I mean? It's not about just some plain. I've got my plain water here as well, but this hits different, man. This is comfortable, bro. This is comfy. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. It's you know what, the last few days, yeah, I've been streaming a lot in it. I had a 3 hour stream with Son and Guna yesterday and Tony. The night before that, I had a stream. I was on someone else's stream called Guna's Therapy. Big up to them, man, as well. A lot of people watch our stream, you know, but they don't say. A lot of people watch our stream, but they're quiet. They don't say nothing.
Yeah, fair enough. But I don't enjoy it, man. That's all.
Yeah. They definitely watch our stream, yeah. But yeah, I was on Guna Therapies. There was a few man that, you know, they frequent AFTV and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's just, you know, there's a lot of opinions flying around, you know what I mean? Some good, some bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, it's just the main things I think that is going around at the moment is obviously one is Gyökeres, which we'll probably speak about in a moment, or whenever we speak about the result. It wasn't convincing, but we still got the 3 points, you know. So yeah, we got the 3 points. And you know, obviously we've got the Everton game ahead of us as well. Ben White got injured. So there's just, you know what I mean, a few little things. Even today, I was on Sammy's channel, Football Rigs channel, and you know, he spoke about we've got a new deal with a company called Deal, DEEL.
Yeah, for the
So I didn't know about that as well. So it's all these little things, yeah, that's going on in the background at Arsenal. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that probably we just need to touch on as well. Also, as well, I just saw on Twitter as well, Indicada talking about Yildiz. You know what I mean? Maybe coming to the carpet as well. So there's definitely interest, but I think we would have to get rid of an attacker to bring him in. But first things first, man. Let's just gloss over the game because I don't want to talk too much about the game, yeah, because it is quite disappointing, isn't it? I know we got the points and we showed some mentality towards the end of the game, yeah. But another thing with you, man, yeah, not just you particular, yeah. The group chat gets quiet, bro. It's getting too quiet for me, man. I'm like, what's going on with everyone? No one don't want to talk no more. Everyone's just comfy in their ends, don't want to talk no more. Man set up a group for all of us, man, to eat. All of us, man, to sit at the table. Reason. Do you know what I mean? If I close that group tomorrow, yeah, everyone's just gonna feel like lonely, bro. It's gonna feel like a lonely thing, bro. You know what I mean? We built this community, man. We need to bring it up again. Lose together, win together, draw together. We should be together no matter what. Divisive opinions, don't like my opinion, I don't like your opinion. It's cool. We're Arsenal fans. And that's a problem for me with the Arsenal fan base. It's that we're so like
unified fan base, even if we have different opinions.
So ununified, bro. It's crazy, bro. You know what I mean?
I apologize for the group. I'm just bad. I think I said this to you mentally. I'm bad with group chats. And obviously, when certain type of conversation I have in the group chats, I don't like there's like, because when I'm in life, in it, like if I'm going through, I don't want to.
Intelligent guy though, Cape. So I know you can.
Like, obviously, this week especially, I've been busy in it, like especially after work. That's why I haven't even done no streams. I haven't done nothing, no recording, no Arsenal content. But it's been with life. It's like you don't. If I had a long day, I come into the group chat with vigorous energy in it. But yeah, that as well. Shout out BBK. Obviously, shout out them.
Big up to BBK.
I think, do you know what it is? Yeah. It's funny because you said obviously you've been streaming. I haven't been streaming. I haven't been recording. I've kind of taken a step back. Not a step back. Isn't it? More just like a detox, because it's like, do you know what I mean? It's been the first week that we haven't had a game midweek where we're up and down streaming, reactions, previews, watch alongs, previews. So it's like, especially where it's happened where we've had such a bad result, yeah. Obviously, I was pissed. I don't obviously
it wasn't a bad result though.
No, my bad. Sorry. Bad performance. Or uninspiring performance. I don't think like we was terrible. I don't think it was like nonsense. I just think it was we've established a level this season that I think that was way below our level, and having to get a last minute winner. Obviously, the own goal was going in. Obviously, it was just annoying. But I think where like we've only had one of those performances this season, in terms of just that bad on both sides, in terms of just the defending, the mindset, just the quality of all, the inspiration, the risk taking, the pace of moving the ball. Obviously, other players, showing quality. I think it's like, okay, I'm so happy we won that game, because last season we definitely draw or lose that game 100%, and maybe even the season before. And I think I've just put in perspective, like, okay, cool, we've got out of there 3 points. We have a week to rest. I expect a reaction against Everton. I expect a reaction in terms of the performance level, in terms of how the boys looked angry. So Declan Rice and how he was moving after the game, was pissed, even when we scored. Obviously, you've seen that there's news coming out that Martin Odegaard and Rice, obviously the players had it with each other after the game. They lay it all out, and I like those things, because that means you didn't just win and go in and say, "Oh, sign a champion, celebrate! Yeah, we got the 3 points. That's all that matters." No. Like, you man have a certain level of standard, that the same way that us fans do. And for some reason, that game they played dog shite, and I expect against Everton, even though that's a tough game, but I know Everton are missing a lot of players and obviously AFCON, Grealish, Dewsbury, who are all out. So I can't lie, there's no excuse for us to not go there, get 3 points and play well, because especially off the back of the Wolves game, the Villa game where we dropped 3 points, or we didn't get any points. So, and yeah, but I think the week off has let me calm down a bit, because after the game I was fiery, bro. Fiery. Obviously, I'm not there being out of perspective, out of my character, but I was so disappointed in the performance. It was like what I was watching. Obviously, when you're trying to watch along, and you have to talk about the game, and you watch it. It's like, I was like, bro, like, obviously, yeah, we got the winner. Obviously, I'm in elation in that moment, but it's like, bro, like, it felt like a loss. How can a win feel like a loss? That's like, it was the weirdest win ever still. And maybe at the end of the season, we will say thank God for that win at Wolves when we played so bad. But like, yeah, I think we just need to return back to that level of performance. And I think a good performance against Everton, a good result, I think will kind of wash that sour Wolves taste out of our mouths. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, I hear it. You know, and you know me, yeah, I'm real with it, innit? I'm just open with it, you know what I mean? Because I can go from like 1 to 100, yeah, in just, you know what I mean, just switch mode, just eat, just like that, yeah. But what it is that I have to kind of balance it with, positive fans like yourself, no disrespect to that, and also negative fans as well that come onto my platform as well. So, it's that balance in it between both. And sometimes, you know what, as I said, yeah, balance isn't just about just being in the middle, yeah. Sometimes you're going to go up, sometimes you're going to go down. Do you know what I mean? It's just that finding that middle ground in it. And this word balance, yeah, I don't like it, because when we lose a game or when we don't play well, brother, I'm not happy at all, bro. I'm not happy at all. Yeah. When we win a game, I'm happy, happy, go lucky, what you want to call it. But when I saw that stinky performance on Saturday, yeah, I was thinking to myself, yeah, were we too overconfident going into that? No one was expecting Wolves, yeah, to do what they did on Saturday, yeah, after we scored that goal. And then, yeah, we got the win in the end, which showed character. Own goal, whatever it is, it doesn't matter, innit? It went in the net. But although we can say Saturday, let's go, Moyes, we're coming for you, yeah. You think to yourself, what was that last week? Why was we like that? Because that's the question, you know what I mean? And I still haven't got the answers. I can answer the questions myself. Was it a motivation thing? Was the players like the fans thinking it was gonna be a quick dubs, a 3-0 easy game? Was it the players were tired? What? I still don't know what the answer. Maybe we just had an off game, but we've had too many of them off games this season.
No, but I don't think we've had many off games. I want you to name the off games that we've had, because, like, if I name the games that we've lost here, I don't think Liverpool game we were bad. I think we were probably the better team, and that was still a dog shit game. but a magic moment won the game. We didn't show any inspiration in the attack, but Liverpool were dead that game, apart from that free kick. The Sunderland result, I think obviously first half we got punched up. Second half we were very good. We defended the last minute goal badly and we lost the 3 points. We didn't execute our chances when we were on top. Cool. The Man City game, uninspiring lineup, but I think second half we played well. But equalizer. Man City are a good team as we've seen, so that's understandable draw. And the Villa game, I think we didn't necessarily play bad. I just think I think the lineup was incorrect, as I said to you last week. So I think we couldn't really exploit Villa. And I think when we were on top in the second half, we didn't really take the chances. Then, like similar to the Villa game and this Wolves game, towards the end, we kind of decided to just defend them for our lives, but we're not defending well. Like, I have no problem with Arsenal sitting in a block. Like, I think I've seen us do it over the last few seasons to be confident enough to, if at moments in the game another team's passing the ball well or beating our press, cool. But we were getting the ball or allowing spaces in the middle. We were allowing crosses to go in the box. Clearances were getting, miskicked. We were just booting the ball straight to Wolves, and it was like, what are we doing here still? But I think, obviously, as I said, a couple of days later, I think in the moment, like as you said, obviously, I know you said I'm a positive fan, but I was livid, bro. I was actually livid.
I know.
And end of the day, that obviously right after the game, you're always gonna have a reaction. But I think a couple of days afterwards, obviously, that's what I said, because we won. A perspective always has to be met with, because that level of performance, both defensively and going forward, I don't think we've seen this season, in my opinion. Even in games where we might have won 2-0 or something, and we feel like, we could create more chances. I feel like there's been way better control of the game and way better inspiration in attack. I think both was missing, and that can come down to, I don't think I'm blaming fatigue or tiredness. That's not an excuse for this game, because we rotated a lot against Club Brugge. So for me, it's more, there's a complacency from us as a fans, because obviously we expected us to just beat Wolves. Wolves are bottom of the league. I don't think any of us watch Wolves. Obviously, a lot of their games are closer than what it seems. But at the same time, obviously, their games are different because they play a lot more open games. Like, I credit to Wolves, obviously, even though people have, obviously, they look at the points and say they're the worst team in Premier League history or on track, and maybe they might end up being that points-wise. But what I'm watching football-wise isn't that. Do you know what I mean? Compared to a Derby County or something like that. And obviously, they defended well this game. They put their 5-4-1. They played in a low block. It was very tight, compact. They defended the box well for what they had to defend, because not like Arsenal did that much. And when they got on the ball, they were trying things. Let's just say that. They had a couple of moments. And you can't discredit any Premier League team. Not to compare the leagues, because obviously Bundesliga is different, but maybe it's even worse. But Bayern Munich drew to the bottom of the league, I think, on the weekend as well.
Okay.
Well, different, but they drew, and this is, I don't know how they played, but do you know what I mean? It can happen in football, but I think it can only happen once, because I think I'm pretty sure, I don't know what you predicted for the game. I predicted like 4-0, or people predicted 3-0.
3-0.
I mean, we were all expecting, there was people who were saying 5-0. I had opposition fans on my stream saying 3-0, 4-0 before the game. So we all just expected it to be a pummeling. But how Wolves played against Man United last week, not the same way they played against Arsenal. When they played against Man United, they were open. They trusted themselves, and they left themselves open, because they don't really rate United. When it's Arsenal, you come in with that focus. But the players came with some, we were moving the ball so slowly. There was no one really playing with any quality. Like, the creative players didn't really do much outside of Saka. The strikers didn't really do much. Like, some of the defenders, obviously, I think, okay, cool, Ben White gets injured early. Lewis Kelly came on. I think Lewis Kelly was decent when he came on, in my opinion. I think he was all right. Obviously, but I think Capi and Saliba, they're all calm, but it was just like Arsenal just looked uninspired, because we didn't really create any chances like that. Obviously, a couple of chances for Rice in the second half. Obviously, we got the two goals from some moments from Saka, but it wasn't good enough. But that performance it has to be a one-off. Like, when I say, because we won, it's more you will live with it if then in the next game and the next game and the next game, the performance level raises, goes back to what we expect, and we're getting the 3 points. Then you kind of look at it like a blip. We won't know if it's a blip unless against Everton we start seeing similar things, or similar lack of quality, similar lack of urgency. Then it's a question of like, what's going on? Because you guys started the season, you're looking like the best team in Europe, best team in England, playing like that in both sides of the box, and all of a sudden, of course, there's been injuries and stuff, but that shouldn't change the concentration defensive wise and the quality in attack. So that's what I'm expecting, and I'm hoping a week's break does that, where I think the players got 2 days off, they got to rest. I'm pretty sure a lot of players that are in the red zone got to recover. Obviously, your Salibas and your Trossards get another week, and you can kind of start a very strong team against
Everton.
Yeah, Everton. Like, obviously, that's just what I see in it. Like, and I think that's what champions or champions elect have to do, especially where the team that you're going up against is in City, with their deficiencies. Obviously, not the same City, but they're in form right now, and
Yes,
playing well in form in terms of winning games, scoring goals. Isn't it? They play some of the best attacking football, anyways. But yeah, so you got to make sure that you just keep it on. And
sorry, go on.
No, go on. Yeah.
You know, I'll tell you something. Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed not to see Madueke get any minutes against Wolves, because he scored a beautiful brace. We done a watch along, didn't we, together, innit? We done a watch along, innit? And I was like, come on, man, let's see Madueke at least, you know what I mean, for like whatever, a half or something like that. I was a little bit disappointed. I would have even played, I know you're going to laugh at me, but I would have played Norgard centre back again. I would have done it.
What,
brother? It's Wolves, bro.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. But look at with what you're saying. Look at how the game went. Like, we played a strong team, and the team still struggled. I'm not saying that if Norgard and Noni is there, it doesn't do anything. I'm not saying Noni Shan't will come on. I'm just saying, I think where Saka was the best. That was a very good game from Saka. In my opinion.
Saka was good.
Like, and he's like, even in the last moment, he still has that quality last minute to put. Because Noni might have excited us more, but his final ball might not have been what Saka's was. Like, he put some very, very good deliveries into the box, both from corners and from just 1v1 beating his man and doing what he needs to do. But Trossard came on. I think Trossard was positive when he came on. I think he was showed a lot of more creativity than what Martinelli was showing from the left. And I think it was just one of those games. Like, if Saka was playing badly, or Saka wasn't playing as greatly as he was in the game, and everyone else was playing bad, and maybe Saka comes off in that game, 70 minutes. But where Saka's the only player playing well in the attack, or playing at that level that he should be playing at, I think you can't really take him off there. He put on Trossard, and Trossard, I think Trossard this season, his creativity from the left has been very, very good. Playing some incisive passes, some dangerous crosses, which I'm enjoying. Yeah. I'm enjoying much, but yeah.
Trossard's been one of our better players, if not our best player, on that side. Martinelli, no assists in the Premier League. Obviously, he's got 5 goals in the Champions League, doing well there. But Premier League, it's just not happening for him right now. Trossard, before he got injured, man, he was balling out. And I think
even after the injury, you got to go at Aston Villa equalizer. He's
that's what I mean. We're definitely missing him. Yeah,
but he's back in it. So I think that's what I'm saying. A week's break for Trossard now. Maybe he'd be ready to start on the weekend. You don't have to start Martinelli.
Maybe.
Probably start ready to start on weekends, and that gives you that.
What's BBK saying here? 1 DM, 2 10s, and Gyökeres take the game to Wolves. 1 DM.
No, I agree. I wanted a more attacking starting lineup, but I think the way Wolves defended very well. Like, they were very compact in that block. Like, they wasn't biting on anything. And I think it was interesting because even when Eze was there, he wasn't really getting space within that 10 space. Odegaard came out. He obviously gets a bit more of the ball. I think he tried as well, but it's different spaces he's operating in. And I think with the way the whole team was playing, like, not even like Zubimendi wasn't like mad influential, wasn't rubbish, but it wasn't influential with Rice as well. So it's like the ball wasn't even getting to that area of the pitch. Like, it was annoying. Let's just say that. But I see it as a one-off, man. If I saw that performance early in the season or a couple of times, even though we won, then I'll be like, we've kind of we've been winning, but we've been seeing this a bit. But I think this is the first real dog shit performance. This is called a spade. So.
Yeah, I hear it.
Gyökeres, brother.
Oh yeah. I was going to talk about Gyökeres. I was just looking at Everton's team in it, but yeah, we'd talk about.
Yeah, Everton. I think they're out. Been died. They're out without Jude. I think Grealish is also.
They still got players though. They still got decent.
So they've got players, but that's their starting front three. So
that's the
dangerous kind of players. So that even makes it worse for Arsenal, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, we get into team lineups and all of that in a moment, yeah. But we need to talk about Gyökeres in it. I'm going to go through the comments where BBK says it's not a one-off. KP Arteta did the same thing as Sunderland, lock up and defend.
I don't think he talked, because in his press conference he said he was angry in his press conference. That's the first time I've seen him even calling out his players. He said he didn't tell them to defend like that or to get into a block, or he didn't tell them to. You know what I'm saying? He's like, nobody played bad, but he didn't. That's not what he instructed. That's what the players did. So
in terms of the players now, yeah, because we're going to Gyökeres in a moment, yeah. In terms of the players, yeah, are they not actually listening to the instructions from the manager?
Right. I just think they played bad. I think probably the players probably expected to come in and play Wolves and beat them. Obviously, you will know you're going to play a low block, but you expect it to be maybe a comfortable game, and it wasn't a comfortable game. We started off lethargic, like as we say. You have to start. You don't start off the game and you're playing, taking 3-4 touches, then passing the ball like you're gonna play balls. You're gonna play the ball early. You're gonna try and get the ball in behind. You're gonna try, get the crowd up, and we didn't do that in that game. So, like, I feel like the players lacked confidence. That's why you saw Rice angry when we were getting the 2-1 when we're playing. Like, you see him moving mad, because it's like, bro, like, what are we doing here? Like, the managers on the side, of course, they're gonna be angry, obviously, but it's like, it's different if Mikel's like, okay, yeah, the players played well. If he came out in his press conference saying, oh yeah, sign the champions, or when we're not in a good, he was livid, bro. And I think that's the players on themselves having to hold themselves accountable, which is why we're probably hearing why there was a all-out type of accountability thing after the game, because it's like, bro, that standard was nonsense. Like, bro, I don't think the manager's telling them against Wolves to take 2-3 touches, not really play incisive, risky passes, not try and create any good chances, like not get any shots off, even long range, like not, like, bro, that what we do, that's not that. And I feel like what we saw against Brentford, where we had the 1-goal lead, like we were still attacking, and obviously in the end, our attacking is what got us the second goal, even though that was late in that game. So I don't like it's I don't know, man. The players probably said to themselves, we're playing bad. Obviously, we've got 1-goal lead. Like, we know that we can defend well. Let's just sit in and kind of see it out, because, fam, we're not playing good on the ball. Fam, when they were winning the ball back and booting it out. When do you ever see us do that? We're even trying to build up and, get a counter attack. So,
do you know what I think personally, KP? Yeah, I think that the players are starting to feel a little bit of pressure, man, because City win on Saturday, they go a point ahead. Now, a point's nothing, yeah, it's nothing, but it's going to be the first time that City probably go above us before we start our game. I think they're starting to feel a little bit of the pressure. People might say there's cracks starting to show. But I do feel that some of the players, yeah, are starting to do the looking behind their backs. We can do the, these guys are all right. But when you play games like that at home, and yes, our record at home is brilliant. I have maintained that I don't think we're going to lose a game at home, but that performance suggests otherwise, that maybe the pressure's getting to us a little bit, and we will only tell when we we play Everton what kind of, what kind of how are we gonna like fight when we go to Everton, because we know once City's played that game, there's no way City are losing to West Ham. There's no way. It's not happening. I'm not saying it can't happen, but they're not losing to West Ham. So then it's going to come down to us to win our game. A draw's not good enough. So now the pressure's slightly turning now towards us now. Let's talk about Gyökeres for a moment, because I
think there's always pressure though. Like, I agree. I think they feel pressure. I'm not saying that I disagree with what you're saying, but I'm saying from the beginning of the season, the pressure is that we need to win the title, bro. Like, it doesn't matter whether you're 1 point behind or you're 2 points behind or you're 10 points in front, whatever it is, end of the season, you need to lift that trophy. And I think, like, I don't know if it was pressure because we played before City. City had a tough game on paper away at Palace. Obviously, not saying they were win the game, but we played before them, and obviously, yeah, we won. But it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't see it as that. In my opinion, from that game, I see it as a quality Like, just I feel like I don't know, man. Like the collective played bad beyond the level. This is why you could see in terms of even the way the fans was after the game, even the way the players were after the game. It wasn't like they were running around celebrating like, oh, we got 3 points. Like, everyone as a collective, as a club, felt disappointed. Do you know what I mean? So I think, yeah, this week City play above, play before us, so they can obviously go above us, you know, for a few hours if we don't win or draw. But
what's this? You man aren't ready to win the league on goal difference. What rubbish are you talking, boy 10, man? This guy talks rubbish consistently, bro.
I don't know. I think he's
what's
saying
the goal difference saying right now? Man City
is a bit above us. I don't know if it's like a vastly above.
Isn't it 8? Isn't it 8, 4, 5, 8, something like that?
No,
isn't it goal difference mad?
I don't know. But I don't think the players are under pressure. I think there's a quality control. I think it would be different if we celebrated that and we got out of it and said, yeah, do you know what? We didn't play well, but we got
they've got 8 goals. We've got 30 and they've got 38 goals right now. They've got 8 goals more.
Yeah, that's fine.
8 goals. That's a lot of goals, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. There was a point where our goal difference was way more than theirs, isn't it? Like these things chop and change, especially if you do drop points, isn't it? But I'm out into, obviously, before we move on to Gokras, I'm just saying.
You have the stomach for it, bro. I got more stomach than you, my bro.
Yeah, I got the stomach.
You talk a lot of talk, boy 10, yeah. But at the end of the day, have you? Have you seen us win leagues? Yeah. Have you seen us go to Anfield 89? Yeah. And win the league against the best team in the world? No, you haven't. You don't even know them players, bro. So allow it in my chat, please, yeah. Because all you ever do is chat shit. And I'm going to call you out for it because all you're just doing is chatting shit constantly in my chat, bro. I'm not having it today. I'm not having it today, bro. Yeah. Don't let me cuss you out in the stream today, bro, because I'm not having it. Big up to Gary in the building, yeah. But let's talk about Gyökeres. Let's jump on Gyökeres because this guy thinks that, oh, we're just gonna win the title. We're gonna win a quadruple. Yeah, we're gonna do easy. We've never done that before. We've never done a double. I'm sorry, we've done a double. We've never done a treble. Yeah, but just like that.
No, but you know what he's saying?
We're gonna win a quadruple. What kind of?
Do you know what he's saying, Abs? Though, because I understand what he's saying. Like he's very optimistic, and I'm optimistic as well.
I thought you was boy 10, you know, but True say he's typing now in the thing now.
No. I'm saying he's very optimistic in it, but I'm saying
there's nothing wrong with that. But
I agree with realistic. I agree with what he's saying. Where I think for me, after the game, one day, even after the game, I understand the head loss. I think a couple of days after the game, because
are we winning the quad? Are we winning the quad, bro?
We could do. I'm not gonna say we are, but we could do. We're competing in all competitions right now, so you can't write off. But I'm not gonna say that.
Oh, bro, every clip, yeah, is getting. Listen, bro, end of the season, bro. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is food for me, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm saying we could do it. You can't write us off. But I'm not saying we're gonna go into.
Listen, bro. Yeah. Listen.
What I was saying,
I could go and flip in. Get a private jet to bloody Hawaii, bro. But it's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
But what I'm saying to you is you can't shoot a man down if that's what he believes. Like in the same way, men that are negative that saying we're not going to win anything this year.
No, it's delusion.
No, but I'm saying in the same manner that there's man that will say we're not winning anything this year because I don't rate the manager or I don't rate the players and and there's man like you or me or BBK that might believe that we can. Like, of course, we might think that man are just being ultra deluded in their own way because they want to be negative, but that's what they believe in it. And I'm saying for him, if that's what he like at this point in time, we're one win away from a Carabao Cup semi-final. We're currently top of the Premier League. We're competing very well in the Champions League. So for him to be optimistic that we could do a quad, not saying that we are going to do it, I don't think it's a problem. Obviously, I know he's saying, yeah, we're definitely going to win it. That's fine. If that's his take, innit? If he's wrong at the end of the season.
No, but when come the end of the season, yeah, and we haven't got no quads, I want man around because I've been saying, yeah, that we're going to win the league. But you know what? That changes, yeah. That changes from week to week, bro. The percentages changes. It might go up and it might go down. That's not deluded. Deluded is to say, yeah, that we're going to do something, yeah, yeah, that no club has like literally no club in the Premier League in recent times that I know of have done. That is, and this is why fans, rival fans, and fans laugh at us because we talk so much big talk. Let me finish my point, my brother. Let me finish my point. We talk so much big talk here, but where's the walking, bro? Where was the 2-3 seasons ago? When we couldn't even win the league? Yeah, when we're 8 points ahead. But man's telling us we're winning the quadruple. Cape can see whatever he wants, but I'm not here for the delusion, bro. I'm here for the reality. Do you know what I mean? This is if you want to watch like entertainment TV, go and put on the TV, bro. But there's no way we are winning a 4p. It's not a 4p, a quadruple. There is no way. It's not happening. And I'm saying that on my channel right now, so no one can click me up and say, "Oh yeah, Ab said this." You man can say all of that, and that's up to you. That's cool, yeah. But I'm telling you, yeah, reality says, yeah, that come Saturday, we're gonna be behind in the league, yeah, and then I want to see that chest again, yeah, during my watch along, yeah. I want to see that chest again, that big chest, yeah, because when we lose a game, Boateng goes missing. So what does that tell? What does that tell you?
Yeah, but I'm in agreement with you in terms of what you're saying. But I'm saying I don't think him saying that is like because I'm saying if that's what he wants to believe, that's what he wants to believe. It's the same way when we win.
I'm challenging that opinion. That's what I'm.
No, I know, but what I'm explaining to you is if I could say we could potentially win a quad. I won't ever say we're gonna win a quad. No, I agree with all these things in it, but I'm saying I could say we could win a quad this season. I don't expect us to do that because that's a difference. Obviously, I know that's not what he's saying, but at the end of the day, he's optimistic from what he's seeing. He's not just saying it like blindly. He's not a United fan that are not potentially can't win a quad, or Liverpool who are playing bad this season. Do you know what I mean? At the same time, yeah, people might say be realistic or not realistic, but bro, whether you're the most realistic fan, you're the most optimistic fan, you're the most pessimistic fan, bro, we're all fans. None of us are right or wrong. None of us can tell the future in it. So whether you want to believe in and believe or not believe in, it's your choice, isn't it? We want to talk about when we win games, our chat is less. When we win games comfortably, our chat is less active than when we draw games or lose games, which is understandable because there's always more discourse when you lose games. But there's less guys there's guys that don't even speak, that don't even have an opinion, they don't really say much, and they don't really want to hear it when there's praise for the manager or something, and vice versa. When it's time to grow the manager, our chat is active. Like it's no different to if a man makes a take. Like for me, if I said we're gonna win X, Y, and Z, and we don't do it, I can take the licks, bro. I don't really care two shits about what anyone says about my opinion or not. Like I'm gonna say my opinion anyways. Like if you don't agree, you don't agree. If you agree, you agree. That's cool. Like if you want to,
opinions can be challenged as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course.
That's the whole thing.
And that's just life, innit? And if you want to, exactly what you're saying. And if you want to click me at the end of the season for something I said, you can do that. Like it's not gonna. I'm not gonna be like I didn't say that. Like I'm not. What's it called? I'm not a psychic, innit? So, bro, end of the day, it's the same way AFC always says if we win the league or Champions League, he still wants the manager sacked. Some people say that's mad, but that's his opinion. That's cool. I might disagree with it. Like, but do you know what I mean? Everyone has their opinion in it. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not saying you're not saying everyone has an opinion. I'm just like, if someone is super negative for whatever reason they are, and someone is super, super positive for whatever reason they are, that's just them. I feel like there's a lot of people like the same way he's saying he's clipping you because you said we're not going to do it. I don't really care about that. I'm not going to come to you at the end of the. If we win a quad, yeah. If we win a quad,
in the same breath, I would, you know what, come out and say, you know what.
That's what I'm saying. Isn't it? Like if we win a quad, I'm not going to come to you, bro, and be like, oh, remember that shit. Because I don't care whether you said you don't think we are or we do. If we win, I'm pretty sure you're going to be flipping gassed for ages. Do you know what I mean? We're not going to be talking about takes that we said months ago. That's why I say a lot of people say that. But anyways, now that we're talking in this chat, everyone hit the like button. Smash.
Everyone's having opinions on my opinion. Yeah, I'll challenge each and everyone's opinion. I want you to have the same opinion, but I just think some of your opinions are deluded.
But the only reason I'm more positive, the only thing I'll challenge you on what you said is that I don't think fans banter us because our fans are positive. I think fans banter us because our fans are negative. And
No,
I'll
no,
tell you,
no, 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 no,
em- em-
no,
em-
no, 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 no,
em-
no, no,
look,
no,
em-
no, no,
em-
no, no,
em-
no, no, no,
em-
no.
let me land. Let
No,
me land.
no, no,
Let
no.
me
I'm
land.
not having that. I'm not having
No, I
that.
said,
Let
let me
in
land.
our land. Land in our
I
land.
don't. You don't have
Land
to
in our
agree with me. I'm saying, let me land in it,
Yeah,
and
land on the land.
it'll
Yeah, go on.
probably cover what you're gonna say. But cool, because yeah, like I've spoken to a lot of man. Innit? Man will say, okay, cool. You man get one injury. You man miss out on one side. And you man don't sign someone so early. You man play bad. You man don't score enough goals. You man don't have bare chances. You man da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? And react the way we react, which is always so fiercely in it. And then when we do go giddy, they like when we do get over gas, or when we're winning, or when we're points clear in the league and we're saying this and that, yeah, man are so ready to clip us because they're like, yeah, but every single fan base glaze it. Tell me one fan base that is of a team that's actually good that don't glaze their players. I'm not hearing.
Well, City can get City.
Oh no, I'm telling you in worldwide football, a team, a Bayern Munich, a Real Madrid, Inter Milan right now, whoever, a PSG. Show me one fan that's
but you see all these teams that you're mentioning, yeah, they win trophies, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what it comes down to as well.
An Atletico Madrid, a Barcelona. Should I go second in the league? A AC Milan, a Juventus, a Napoli, bro. Tell me one who's not saying that if they believe their players are performing well, that they don't think that. No one is saying that everyone has to be like that. But bro, I've seen fans of Man United say certain players are better. That's football. If we're not doing that here, then what the hell are we talking about, man? Like, let's stop that, man. Like, bro, that's football discourse. My player is this and that, and you got that from that player. That's just life. So let's miss me with that BS, please. Respectfully, fam. Yeah. But then, bro, but what in the same breath? But this is what I'm saying though, because what you're doing is instigating Arsenal fans to, if we do go and win a Premier League or a double, for instance, their first guy is going to go to your email, your page, and say, chat shit now. My guy, if one of these Arsenal players wins Ballon d'Or, chat shit now. And then football discourse becomes nonsense because it's now, oh, that's not, and it becomes annoying. Now you won't feel like you can really challenge that Arsenal fan and say, oh, Saka isn't that good because now he's a winner of Premier League or Champions League, or he's got a Ballon d'Or, for example.
Oh, no. The thing is, if he does win the league, that's when he's gonna get the accolades. That's when
no, because then
when he calling world class. That's when they're gonna do.
But then an Egal or whoever that's glazing him, what are you? You can't challenge him. You can't. Then you're gonna say, okay, do you know what? You're right, because then what is it? Is it only within this 12-month period that a Saka or Saliba or Rice became world class? Like before then, they wasn't playing.
Why am I gonna challenge Egal when he thinks that Saka's world class? Because that's what everyone's been saying. Yeah, Saka needs to win things, yeah, to get that level, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what they say. That's what they say. But I know, but again, it goes back. Okay, that's what they say is not a definition of what I need to believe in. For example, what you need to believe in. If you have your reasons of why you classify a player world class, unless your reasons are like if you were to explain, okay, it's this and that, like, bro. So
I don't know who you're talking to, boy 10, yeah, but have some respect to my chat, please, bro. Yeah, who you talking to, bro, like that? No one ain't being disrespectful to you, so I don't know who you're talking to like that. Seriously, man. Mods, do your thing, bro. If he continues,
I didn't say you're not like
got time for this bullshit, bro.
No, but I'm saying you have even United fans, you have every fan base that can challenge. Like, bro, what I'm trying to say is, even if Arsenal did win the league, bro, if there was players that still play bad, I'll still call them out. I'm not gonna still be like, oh, because you won, I can't.
No, but that's like, the difference.
I'm saying, but because they'll be like, oh, you won.
No, but Cape, I don't think you're getting what is being said here, yeah, or you might be getting it, but what it is we might think that players in our team, yeah, are world class already, yeah. We might think that, yeah, but the elevation comes, yeah, when the rivals see us winning things. That's when they're gonna say, "Oh, this player's world class. That player's world class." That's what they do. This is what rivals do.
I'm in agreement with you, but I'm saying I don't care whether someone else needs to tell me that someone I believe in is world class. Like, if that's
I'm not saying that. But this is that for them, though, isn't it?
No, I know that, innit? And I'm saying for you, what you're saying is for to be critically acclaimed. That like everyone knows that, innit? Like, bro, like for you to be one of the like you have to like, you know what I'm saying, because then the conversation becomes a lot. But I'm saying, bro, there's players that we have called world class or we feel that are world class that are not at the same level, innit? But that's fine, innit? Because that's fine.
You know what? Big up to Weir. I like Weir's takes as well, yeah. But we get bantered regardless because we don't win anything. Yeah, let's just call a spade a spade. That's
fine. But what I'm saying is, yeah, but like what the narrative you guys are doing is the minute Arsenal win or we win big, then you can never dispute Arsenal. Then that means Arsenal fans can come up with the wildest takes, but you can't now challenge that because now they're a winner or they're a double winner. And that's what the argument, that's what Arsenal fans are going to load back at you. And it doesn't matter what logic of breakdown of saying, oh, this is why. No, you can't say that because you told us we can't say it. That's what you're creating. And if that's what you want to create, that's fine. But please be there to hold it accountable at the same time. Because for me, like, I'm saying, no, because at the end of the day, people need to kind of understand the things. Like, I'm saying, like, bro, I'm in agreement with you saying a lot of Arsenal players need to win things for us then to want to put them as the shiny toy at the front. I don't need to put a shiny toy at the front. Like, if it, like, for example, yeah, I always say this the same example, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, I didn't like you can watch a Messi or you can watch or whoever, even say Lamine right now. Yeah, you can watch, but he's one. You can watch one player and know that this player. I had to only watch 10 minutes of Neymar to know, okay, this guy. As long as you don't get injured or something mad don't happen, you're gonna be like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those situations, isn't it? Like, so when the things happen that verify your take at the beginning, it's like hearing an artist for the first time before they became like Kendrick Lamar. When I heard him before he became Kendrick Lamar, I'm like, this guy could be the GOAT. And when he becomes the GOAT, I feel more vindicated for my opinion because I heard it first. That's more what it is. Obviously, more people might have different metrics to say, okay, he needs to have this for this to be. That's cool. But
look at this comment here from Big Up to Boy 10. I know
I agree with this as well. Still,
yeah. This boils back to BBK as well. And big up to BBK. He's on his travels as well. Yeah, I ain't forgotten about you, my brother. Yeah, but this is what BBK said to me. Yeah, he said, "You know, world class when you see world class. Yeah, world class for me isn't debatable. How about that? I'll say that now. World class isn't debatable. You see world class.
Yeah,
Eric Haaland." You telling me he's not world class?
But I knew Haaland was world class before he was.
He was at Dortmund and all them doing them.
I say this guy. That's what I'm. But people.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not debatable with you.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but no. But there would have been people that would have said, no, we need to see him do it at a big club and then win. And obviously, first season at City, wins treble or whatever he won. Cool, boom. It's like universally done, which is why I'm saying to you guys, like, maybe to have any dispute, cool. But for me, you can't say, like, you can't look at a player and look at what a player's doing and say that they're not world class. And the only argument you have is not about their actual play. It's about they haven't won. That, to me, is a silly argument, especially if you know that player is in a situation where they potentially could win or will win. It'll be different if they're playing for a team that is not competing, or they're playing for a team that will never compete.
Well, Kane's a good example.
Kane was ridiculed until he went to Bayern, and now that he's won a couple of times, there's no argument. But you didn't need to see Kane win to know he was world class.
I hear that.
Let's not be stupid here. That's what I'm not saying you're stupid. I'm saying people like to do this stuff, and it's like, come on. And obviously, we've dragged this conversation because we're meant to move on to Vic.
Yeah. Hey, big up to everyone. Listen, bro. Listen. You know what? Big up to anyone who, you know, is catching feelings. Don't catch feelings, bro. You know, on this channel, yeah, we're raw, bro. Do you understand? We don't pet no powder, yeah. We don't duck.
Yeah, but big up everyone, man. And obviously, I'm not here.
Listen, me and Capes worked hard all day, yeah, and now we're doing the stream. You know what I mean? So big up to people in the chat as well.
Yeah, I'm big up as well, man.
Boy 10, big yourself up every time, yeah. I know. Boy 10's got some strong opinions, but. This guy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. But big up anyway. Big up LSC Monster FC always, and big up to everyone in the video. I know you love the show as well, people. Yeah, so make sure you slap that like, slap it hard. Pause.
Hit the subscribe button as well, man.
Big up to BBK. But anyway, I hate hearing about Saka. You know, anyway, let's talk about Gyökeres because Saka's. Currently, we're going to get to that. This is going to be a little bit of a long show today, bro. Because all the interruptions and that. Anyway, let's talk about Gyökeres because this one I think is going to be a little bit of a controversial thing now. Yeah, Gyökeres against Wolves, no goals. Against Bruges, no goals. Villa came on, what is it, for 45 minutes, no goals. Are you concerned at the moment? Or are you getting concerned? I need to know.
Elaborate on what you mean by concerned.
Are you concerned about his performances? Are you concerned that he's not getting the opportunities? Are you concerned that he's not scoring goals? Are you concerned that the system doesn't suit him? There's so many question marks right now. These are the questions I've actually had a conversation with people about this already, and I'm still team Gyökeres no matter what, because I believe that, you know what, it's gonna come good for him, bro. Yeah, at some point. I still back him. But what's your thoughts?
Well, obviously, I don't necessarily. I've always that you can go on my channel for a long time. I don't necessarily.
You're Stefko, brother. I know about Stefko, yeah.
I've never been blinded by the Gyökeres' goals, but obviously he's an Arsenal player and he has qualities, or even if it's limited, that I think finishing is definitely one of them that I think we need to exploit. I think the reason why I'm very much balanced with him and balanced about him is because with his situation, obviously he's come in no preseason, come straight in. They have no other striker that's allowed him to that's allowed him to basically settle into the team and, you know, not have that pressure. Obviously he's adapted. I think before he got injured, I think he started to kind of show a bit. Obviously he had a couple of goals. Atletico Burnley had that assist as well, but so not assist, that pre-assist. But I think the concern for me, which they are concerned, but it's not really concerned. I'm patient, so like I've been a back of Kai Havertz. I love Kai Havertz, so I'm not even going to be anything like call a spade a spade. I love Kai Havertz as a player.
So does Arteta.
Arteta align on a lot of things in it, but that's
I know.
But because as I said, geniuses always are the same, innit? I mean, like, but let's not get there.
Oh, you gotta make me laugh, you know.
Obviously, cool. But yeah, as I'm saying, innit? Like for me, like with Gyökeres, it's like, one, you have to give a player a new season. Come to a league that he hasn't played for a couple of years. He's playing in a team that's very difficult in terms of the way we play, and in terms of what he's been used to, in terms of just the quality of defenders and the space and what you play in Arsenal, where, as I say, Arsenal probably play 7 out of 38 games against non-low blocks. Every other game is against low blocks, which is 31 games against low blocks. It's tough for a striker to get real chances. My huge criticism about Viktor Gyökeres is his box movement. I agree. Sometimes he makes a lot of runs. Arsenal players don't play him. Like, obviously, players are not always going to play every single run. I've watched great movement strikers like Icardi and Cavani and all these guys, and they make multiple runs. They don't get found, but they continue to make the runs. But the difference is that when the ball is wide or the ball is in a half space, their movement and anticipation of where to move or where to want to attack is good. The players are picking them out instead of it being you missing it. And I think when I've looked at Havertz in previous seasons, I've looked at even Marino recently with his goal against Brentford. When the ball's wide, the run he's making is penetrate. Then obviously when you get the connection, when it's Gyökeres, when the ball's wide, he's always just a bit too late or just a bit too far or not on his toes or isn't getting the easy chances as much. And it's annoying. It's annoying because even in amongst his play, and sometimes it's not as appeasing or it's not great. I don't think he was good against Villa. I don't think he was good against Wolves. But like, if you get a goal, you're there. It doesn't really matter. Like, but he's not there. He's not there and we make those chances. Saka put a delightful ball across the box. If he had anticipated or looked and wanted to make that run in the box, you would have been there and it would have been a tackle.
Well, and I'm saying fair, he missed it, didn't he? He didn't get to the ball. But
I'm saying when I watched that. Like I watched the replay a couple of times. I'm like, when Eze played the ball, you can tell Saka's shaping up to cross. So you would have already made that run. If that was a Havertz, the difference with Havertz is that he might have made a ball, but he probably would have missed the chance. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. That would have been the difference. But the difference is he would have made the run. Because if it was Gyökeres and he made the run and we know his finishing ability, he's putting at the back of the net. That's his biggest criticism. And obviously, I know the league is different and he has to adapt, and he probably will get to that sharpness where he is doing that. But that's my criticism for him, because it's like you can complain about not getting the ball for certain runs and stuff, and that's I agree with all of that stuff, but it's like when the ball's wide, especially the quality wingers that we have and quality wing play, you need to get your head on the ball, because if Marino can come into strike for 4 or 5 games and score a couple of goals from crosses, then it can't be that, oh, the team is attacking so badly. It can't always be, we're not finding them. I agree, they're not finding them at times, but it's 50-50. He needs to do better. The team needs to do better to find him when he's playing.
You know, he's scoring that goal against Chelsea, yeah, and that 1-1 draw, yeah, when Timber jumps up and heads that ball. Yeah, you know, Gyökeres is scoring that goal.
I know that. Yeah, but then Martinelli also scores a goal with this, and that player scores a goal with this. But we're not doing all of this defending for certain players, innit? So I'm not allowing that stuff in it, which I agree. And I think I even said on that day, if Timber just it wasn't catty or didn't jump, he would have scored. But I'm looking for you to claim these goals. Like the difference, because my whole question is obviously Gyökeres and Haaland. Even Haaland's a way better player than Gyökeres, and obviously way younger. Is obviously faster and all that stuff. Gyökeres and Haaland, you say similar players, low touch players, especially when Haaland first came to the league, wasn't that really good in terms of his hold up play and his other stuff. But you know, when the ball's in behind, he's gonna have the pace, the power. Like, and Gyökeres sometimes is wrestling the defenders a lot more. You think he's strong and fast. You should be able to, if the ball gets played to you, shift the man, bang. He did it once in that game. I played him the ball, because I agree with him. Obviously, there's the chances are not there, but I'm like, my criticism of him is
but sorry, I've got to stop you there, but we don't play with a Cherki, where Cherki can find eye of the needle passes through the center. We always tend to get the ball in the 10 area and go towards the wings. So it's not like, can you remember that game against Atletico, where Odegaard, and I have to use this as an example, have you seen that video where the guy goes past the ball? Odegaard,
I think it was against Olympiacos, where Odegaard was driving. He had like 2-3 runs. He didn't pass in the end.
We're rarely hardly in them positions, and it's like, when we do get in them positions, why are we not releasing the ball to him quicker?
But what I'm saying to you is, I just made that point. But I'm saying to you, that's not the only opportunity for you to get goals. And fam, City, of course. City. I was watching that game. You watch City game against Palace?
Nah, I don't watch City, but I see the goal. I see the header, wicked header.
City wasn't playing well. Palace had chance after chance. Nunes puts a delightful ball into the box. Bang! That was his first touch of the game. It was like in the 38th minute of the game. Bang! That's the difference. That didn't come from Haaland.
What about confidence as well? Because Haaland's on the top of his game right now.
I'm in agreement with you of all those things. But I'm just like, bro, like, the reason why I criticize him, because, bro, James, you shouldn't come on after 12 months of not playing and get 4 shots against Brugge and you had no shots. Marino can't play strike and get a couple of that header against Brentford was a bad boy header.
Marino can finish as well.
No, but it's not just the finish though, because it's the run. Ben White gets wide, he runs in front of the defender, and that makes Ben White picks him up.
Because no one picks up Marino. Marino's one of them guys that don't get picked up.
What I'm saying to you, and maybe I'll do it for you, and I'm not an agenda person, because I just said to you and all that.
No, that's cool. I'm open to
my opening statement was backing the guy, because a lot of guys have bashed the guy. I already said I don't rate him as much, but I think he has a lot of qualities that we're not using. But my criticism of him is box movement, because if you move better in the box, you'll get a lot more shots, a lot more chances, and I trust your finishing that you will score a lot more goals. Because of course, in an open game where there's a lot more space, like even Burnley game, fam, he's gonna do his thing, and hopefully he does his thing. And obviously, confidence is a thing. If he scores a goal on the weekend against Everton, hopefully a good goal, maybe that gets his juices flowing. Pause. But for me, it's the box movement, because if you, like, for example, see it like BBK, we see it like we'll do the NBA term. You take a couple of free pointers, you're missing, maybe drive to the rim, maybe you get and one, or you get a foul. You see a couple of free throws go in, gives you your flows back, then maybe you get that chance. I'm saying that's what I'm saying. I didn't say Jesus' box movement is elite, but Jesus is a different player. So Jesus can fashion his own chance. He can drift out to the left. He can go past 1-2 players and cut in and shoot. The shot will probably be lack of any power, and it'll probably just roll to the keeper, as we see many a time. But that's his power.
But the problem with Jesus, sorry to cut you. The problem with Jesus is, that he can't play enough games. Do you know what I'm saying? So, as technically and as good as Jesus is, you have to wrap your.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying the fact that Havertz is back very, I think in a week or two. Gyökeres is fit. Jesus is all fit. The reason why I've given Gyökeres a lot of cut him slack is because he's coming to a new team with the high pressure and expectation of this season, and obviously a lot of. And I'm being honest with you, and I know for a fact in it, and maybe some people can disagree with me. Nobody was watching Sporting Lisbon games for the last 2 seasons, game after game. Nobody here can say that. Maybe you watched a couple games in champs, maybe you watched a couple of big games, but none of you, man, were watching Gyökeres game after game to know how he really played. And yes, we all watched the comps, we all watched the analysis, we did the analysis and that stuff. Maybe some people did it more than often, but none of you, man, watched him like that. So the ones that were said he was the next coming because they saw the 50 goals and that, like, you've got to understand and hold when obviously people were, even at the time, and I was one of the ones that was saying you have to be wary. I don't think he's going to do that. You have to be all that stuff. Because of
if he scores a hat trick on against Everton on Saturday, then people are going to be bigging up.
No, but that's football, and I'll big him up as well, innit? And I will hope that's. But then for me, the difference between what we want, because a guy that gets 50 goals, is if he scores a hat trick on Saturday, which I would love, and hopefully he's a good hat trick, then bro, midweek against Palace, if you play, or when you play against Brighton, I think that's the next game. Yeah, Brighton, and expect another goal, maybe a brace. I'm saying I expect a little run of goals where you now are confident, you're trumping a bit and you're getting some shots. Yes, I expect the team to follow suit by finding you chances, but that's where it is. I think the saving grace for him now is that now that we have the strikers back and we know Mikel likes these players, Jesus, Havertz, I think it gives him that opportunity to get rotated out. There might be certain games that suits more of a Havertz or Jesus, or he can play as a 2, or there's the competition now. So if he's not playing well, he's out of the team. So I think that now adds him.
I'm glad you said that, because no one's hearing that.
Me or him?
No, what you just said about playing as a 2. No one has said that. Yeah, I've been saying this. Give him someone else.
Yeah, I think because if he plays with one of those false, if he plays one of those false 9, Jesus, and have they drop in. But I think that's one of those things that you see maybe in game second half, or in maybe a game where we expect to win and stuff, innit? Just to go based on what is it Rira 619 just said. Obviously, shout you out, bro. The one in the is it the
hey, where is elite in this chat? You know, listen, where is getting the man of the match?
What he said, obviously for me, like, this is how I see it, innit? Havertz and Jesus offer so much to the team, as we know. You can fizz the ball to them in their feet, they hold it up well, they can link up well, they can receive it in the air, they can turn. Obviously, Havertz and Jesus to a different extent in terms of how their styles are. But do you know what I mean? Havertz, you know, his movement is very, very good. His hold-up ability is very, very good. He can drop into places, he can play different positions. Maybe you don't like his style and that, but we know he offers that. Same thing with Jesus, with the Samba style. He can rotate left and right with the left winger. He can drop in, he can play first-time balls, he can do magic stuff in it. Cool. Those things add to the team because that allows us to play quickly and get to the box.
What can Gyökeres do? What can Gyökeres give though? What can he do?
So that's what I'm saying, innit? So a lot of fans or Gyökeres supporters were given the argument, and I'm in agreement of it, obviously, that his movement and his occupying of the centre backs gives more space to our wingers. There's a reason why, and I said, if you go look at the stat, a lot of the games that Gyökeres has started in, I don't think we've, apart from Liverpool away, I don't think we've lost the game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we've won a lot of the games, isn't it? So you have to. That's a factor in itself, innit? Even if he's not scoring. And you know me, bro. I'm a nerd, so I'm not gonna I don't have agenda against nobody. But you have to. I think people have been harsher to Havertz and Jesus more than they are.
Not even back yet, though. He's still.
No. I'm saying even in his first season when he was playing. Obviously, I know he was giving us dross, but like people were like not hearing what he's given us. You know what it is. So shout out Chris, obviously. My guy. So that's just what it is, isn't it? But I think for me, the main thing now is because obviously, fam, if you looked at this week before Club Brugge, you would have expected, fam, a couple of goals there, fam, playing lower opposition, space. That game had a lot of space as well.
What do you think about this comment here from Wira? Do you think Odegaard is giving us 200 bags a week? Play now?
I think where he hasn't started every game, I think he's playing very well. I think people have been very, very critical of Odegaard because
what is he supposed to do? Like,
I think he's played very well this season. I think he's created chances.
Really?
Yeah, I think people have looked at it with agenda.
One assist. One was it? How many assists? One assist.
What I'm saying, I'm not one of these guys that I don't talk football and come with a stat as my first argument because the same people are saying Saka has been dead this season because Saka has 1 assist in the Prem. or 2 assists. I don't know what the stat is. Like, let's like miss me with that nonsense because at the
No,
end of the
but it's
season,
not nonsense, bro.
no,
It's
no,
it's a
hear-
it's an important metric.
no, but hear me
It's an
out.
important metric.
No, but hear me out. Like, for example, Saka played in he's not going to get assist for the 2 chances that he created or made in this game. That's 2 assists or 2 goals, whatever you want to see it. He's had other games where he's actually put on the plate and man have missed chances. Like, that's not on him. But I'm not going to criticize because obviously those things will balance out. Like, for example, for the same way, like Liverpool when they were playing dead at the beginning of the season, but winning games, and I said it's going to. I remember I said the stream, it's going to balance out. I don't think it's going to be a sign of champions. It's going to turn. But for me, with players that are playing well, I think that shit also balance out when obviously you continue to play like that, it's going to end up paying dividends. I think
Cape, with my boy, yeah, Cape, you're my boy and everything, yeah, but there's things that we're gonna disagree on, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I do not think Odegaard has been great this season, bro.
No, I don't. But I think people have been harsh. Do you know why I say he's been harsh? Because Eze, we've seen games, yeah. Because I love Eze as well, but we've seen games where Eze has.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying no. He I don't think he's been great either.
I'm not even criticizing Eze. Even the point where I bring him up is that Eze and Odegaard are 2 different type of players. Eze is more of a.
We've spoken about this already.
Do you know what I mean? So when Eze is not getting the ball in the final third, he becomes ineffective. And there's been games where we'll be like, fam, we want a bit of spark. You've seen people.
So when are we going to start talking about this system, bro? Because I've not heard nothing about the system.
No, but the reason why you can't criticize the system is because a lot of play. Like, okay, cool.
Of course, we can criticize the system.
I'm not saying you can't criticize this. I'm not saying you can't criticize the system. I'm saying the reason why it's not the focus is because majority of games, they're looking at my stuff to fail down. Majority of games, that's fine. Majority of games, this season that we play are against low blocks. Man, I've got me crashing out of my system. So I'm saying majority of games, like when I watched a Man United Bournemouth game, one of the best games I've watched of football in a long, long time. What did I see in that game? Open space, man receiving the ball, have a couple yards to drive on both teams for the whole game. The games I've seen Arsenal do that, like Brugge, we smoke teams because the space and the players that we have that can in space and time are going to utilize it. They're going to do the team that are getting 1v1s and stuff. Like, I don't think it's I'm not saying that you're going to criticize the system, but I'm saying it's just one of those situations, which is why when I say with people like Gokeres, I'm like, bro, if we played in a team where we always got open space, then, bro, we always got open space, then I'm gonna be like, bro, why are you not scoring more goals? Because this is what you do. But when we're playing in a team, we're playing low block. Wolves against Man United on Monday played an open game. They got smacked 4-1, but they had 20 shots. Against us, they played a low block. The next game that they play, they're gonna play an open game. Every team does it. So we're not gonna have the same type of chances, but it's on us to create those, which is why I say.
Let me tell you the 10s that are out playing Odegaard at the moment. Bruno Fernandes at Manchester United, Cherki at Man City. Yeah. Who's the other one? I can't think of another one at the moment.
Yeah, I know. And I agree.
Players, yeah. These players. Go on.
I don't see Odegaard as a 10, and I don't think you do. I don't think anyone does, innit? And I know you play
a 10.
Yeah, I agree with you, but I'm saying, the reason why we all wanted a creative player in the summer is because we knew Odegaard wasn't a 10. That's not his game. He's a very good player. He's more of a deeper player. I've compared him to Bernardo Silva, to a Tielemans, to all those kind of guys, like to a Modric. I'm not comparing him some style, but I'm telling him the type of midfielder. Like, their game is not predicated and judged on the assists. They should get goals, they should get assists, but it's more how they influence the game. When Odegaard comes onto the pitch, we have a lot more touches, a lot more territorial control. Maybe we don't penetrate pause the same way we might do if you had an Eze in there, but you have a bit more control of the ball. And in games where, for example, Aston Villa, where we were devoid of control, when Odegaard came onto the pitch, or when Odegaard was there, it gives you that. And I'm saying, like, yes, he hasn't got the goals or assists this season. When he's played, obviously, he has also missed a lot of time out, which is also fair. But I think,
and the thing is, with Eze, just like Gyökeres, he's gonna get time, because at Palace, he played different to Arsenal. Arsenal, he's got a different set of metrics that he has to play. It's completely different playing at Arsenal compared to Palace. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's no hard expectations at Palace.
Yeah, you don't
Arsenal,
ever play.
the pressure's on him. The pressure's on him, and Odegaard already knows about this pressure. Yeah, and Odegaard has played in that position because if you can say Odegaard is maybe a better 8, and I agree with that to an extent. But 2022-23, I believe, my man scored 15 goals, and
But that was an anomaly, and that's what I'm saying.
Anomaly.
Like, no,
You say
but I'm
that?
saying the reason why I'm saying this because I've been watching Odegaard for years. Like, if you watch the player, then you know that wasn't. That's what he is. Do you know what I mean? That's just what happened in that season. Like, he's never been a high shot.
Teams don't play low blocks in Europe. That's why we're so. That's why we're so
and that's the truth, innit? And whenever we've played, I've said this many a time. I said last season was one of our dead seasons, but we had games where we wiped man 7-2, 5-0, 5-2, all this stuff. Because when teams opened up, they got. Do you know what I mean? For us this season, when it's happened, we've put teams to bed, and when it don't happen, we. Yeah, that was classical. Still, I can't lie to you. That is classical Cape and Done. One of those moments.
Hey, that's epic, bro. That's epic.
The blue background even looks good, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard.
What I'm saying is, like, I think people have been harsh on Odegaard this season because I think I've watched him this season play differently. Like last season, Odegaard didn't play no forward passes. He wasn't shooting. He was just like, but I've seen them this season actually do these things. I'm not saying that he's done it with quality he's amounted to anything, but I've seen more of an intent. And that's even among the type of player he is. I think that's because you have an Eze now that I thought maybe when Odegaard was back that Eze might move out to the left wing, but with Trossard playing so well, they're there competing for the position.
Oh yeah, the other 10 was Rodgers as well, by the way. Yeah, so
obviously. But Rodgers is this is a whole different player. Rodgers is a wide player that can play in the 10, that can drive and carry the ball. Cherki is a natural 10. Bruno Fernandes is an SS 10. Odegaard is an 8. So his natural play is not like that, innit? Do you know what I mean?
But don't you think he picks up the ball too deep at times?
No, but the reason why he does that is because
the
reason why he does that is that, for example, remember that is it the Champions League game that we watched, and I was telling you about the midfield three, and it ended up being vindicated because I was like, it's gonna gel because of how they are. I think depending on he's one of those players that wants to drop in to receive the ball to help Arsenal build up and dominate and assert dominance within the middle of the pitch. The only problem is that sometimes if you don't have a player that drops into that middle space like a striker that wants to be in that false 9, that gap to receive it when the 10 leaves, then you're devoid. Because Gokras is very much last line, wants to run in behind a lot of the time, innit? So that's just what it is. I'm not saying that doesn't mean if Odegaard gets 1 assist in the season, I'm going to be like, oh my God, he's not a 10. So no. You better get what you need to get, buddy. But I'm saying, I'm not judging him. Like, the way I would judge Eze is I don't care if Eze really gets in. I don't expect Eze to get on the game and drop in and, pop it around. That's not, if you watch Eze at Palace, then that's not the player. That's what I say, that you have to be realistic of what you know. Like, Eze was playing majority high left in a left kind of 10/left wing position where he had a lot of free space. I agree with that. That always played open games for the majority of the season. So, and probably where he's given the most responsibility to go and create and carry and do what he wants. I'm not saying he's not given that responsibility in our team, but I'm saying,
what's this here?
Yeah, okay, I'm in agreement with this statement, by the way. Like,
what does it say? Let's assess Odegaard's value. If this team had Ozil over Odegaard, would we have won something?
Yeah, 100%. If we had Odegaard, but obviously Ozil and Odegaard are two different players, isn't it? That's why I said when everyone's
Ozil's a pure 10, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, isn't it? Like, his first thought is to create. Odegaard's not that. That's what I said, that when you look at a Modric and a Bernardo Silva and a Gundogan so those type of players, that's an Odegaard. But I think obviously in our team, he's been that. That's why Eze, when he plays in the 10, I think I want them to get him the ball more because he's more deadly. If he can get on the half turn, he can jinky a man, as we saw against Spurs, bang in the back of the net, put a nice slip ball, the little chip pass he put to Declan Rice. He can do those things with quality and with execution. But I think it's about obviously balance, because some games is going to require Odegaard to get in because we need to get more control. Some games are going to require Eze. Some games are going to require them both. That's what I said. It's about, we've been unlucky this season not to see everyone fit together and see the different iterations of how the squad's going to line up. We just had to play what's been able to play, and we've done with it. Which is why I'm not so judgmental on the team, because we've done what we need to do. We've won majority of games this season with not having
Kate, we're getting to that critical stage now where
Yeah,
it's going to be 17 games now. So when you
yeah,
say
but look at it now. We've only had one disappointing performance, in my opinion, this season, or two disappointing performances this season, and we're at a stage where bar Gabriel, bar Mascara, and
how many
White.
points have we dropped this season so far? Just out of curiosity.
I couldn't tell you still, but obviously we've drawn 3 games.
3 games. That's 3 point. Well, it's about 10 points or something, can it? I think we dropped about 10
we dropped a couple of points. Obviously, it's a competitive league. You're gonna drop points. The 20s we dropped against good teams. But
hey,
obviously,
this has been a wicked show today, bro. This has been a wicked show.
Of course.
Brother, let's move on, yeah, because
let's do Everton still.
Let's do an Everton starting 11, and guys, get involved with us, yeah.
Shout out everyone.
Lively today, bro. This is what I like, yeah. Put the pressure on me, put the pressure on Cape, yeah.
Hey, there's a reason why my name is Cape has pause, man.
Cape's press resistance, you know, brother. He's press resistance, yeah. He's press resistant. Pause, yeah.
That's the same in real life as well. You can't get the ball off me.
So who's our first player going in?
David Raya. Because David Raya.
Oh yeah, David. Let me just put. I'm just gonna put the surnames, yeah. Raya, yeah. Let me give him a little top. Arsenal select the team. What's going on? What? England select team. I'm gonna give him a green little top, yeah, at the player. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so back 4. Who are we going for? Timber? You still there? I can't hear. Where are you? Oh, he's on. Okay. Let's just read out some of the comments when we get back to the team, yeah? I have the needle passes. Wanyeri and Eze. Odegaard is just an energy merchant. Yep. Cape, the issue is Eze or anyone else who attempts those things will get hooked if they don't come off. Yep. Arteta don't want that. He's not a better player. No one gonna debate it. Square pegs, round holes is Blunderman's tactics. Then he chats a whole heap of gaslighting to justify his wages and splitting the entire fan base. I would rather Wanyeri be playing over Odegaard if that position must be left-footed. You guys were leading against Sunderland. You expected to drop points? No, I didn't expect to drop points. No, hell no. Big up to Weary as well, man. I do like your comments, man. Do you know what I mean? Big up to you as well, yeah. I don't know what team do you support, bro? I can't see what team that is. Is that I can't even see the player, bro. I can't see the player. But big up to you anyway, every time, yeah. Here today, big up to here today. Says Everton is missing half of their starting 11. We have to be given a second gift in a week. That's the thing, though, bro. Yeah, missing their second 11, but still, Moisey will still have these guys probably up for the game. And I'm not saying that we can't beat them, but he still have them up for the game. Cape is here, but not here. Yeah, hey, everyone's missing you, man. Boy 10 was missing you, man. Oh, Atalanta. Chelsea, but I'm a Lookman fan. Okay, big up to you. We're every single time. Big up to you. Big up to you. Who's right back, bro? Timber.
In the back will be Timber. Saliba.
Which kit should we put on them, man? The white or the blue?
I think we're gonna wear the white kit still.
The white one, yeah. Okay, Timber. Who next to Timber? Saliba.
What's the chat saying? Let me read it. Yeah, but with the Ranieri thing, I think I heard you guys were speaking at. I think you have to realize Ranieri is going to be here in a lot of years. He's to sign a new contract. He's the one for the future, man. Like he's the one after.
Yeah, but how happy is he going to be? Yeah, because these men are young, innit? They want to play.
I agree, but what you have to realize is that, bro, like the pathway has to be delivered. If I'm one of Eze or Odegaard will have to be sacrificed in terms of getting a big sell, and it probably won't be Eze, and that can happen. Yeah, like if Wanyeri looks like he's ready, and if he's not ready, then he becomes a big sell. You have a Max Darman that's there ready, innit? So that's just
let's get through the team lineup because obviously.
But yeah, I think Nkapie will play, and I think Calafiori will come back in.
Nkapie, yeah. Oh yeah, forgot about man. Forgot about.
Yeah, man, and that's another thing, man. I'm not saying that means Calafiori played that means, but that's a big miss. A guy
that's a big miss, bro. Yeah, definitely.
See, so
Calafiori.
Ranieri is not a winger, by the way. He is a 10. I'll tell you that. I'm not saying he can't play a wing, but that's
okay.
Not
so that's the 3 in midfield. I heard Zubi missed training today, bro.
Yeah, but I think they just obviously he played 90 minutes in the week, obviously. So
you think he starts?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, Zubi.
I think it's Mendy, Rice. I think Odegaard will start.
So Eze on the bench, yeah?
Yes, I think Eze will be on the bench.
Odegaard.
Yeah, we're predicting lineups, Chris.
Yeah. Odegaard and Rice, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's go, Rice. Okay, it'd be interesting to see who your attacker is, yeah? Who your attacker is, but go on. Saka on the right?
Yeah.
The energy was mad there, bro.
100%.
Left, Trossard?
Trossard, man.
I think this is our best team, bro.
Yeah.
Actually,
Gabriel in for Nketiah, but obviously, no. If he's fit in it, Gabriel starts.
You want Gabriel starting, eh?
If he's fit, yeah, 100%, bro. That's not that. And I love
against a physical Everton, bro. Oh, let me just change his name, man.
No, I'm saying if he's fully fit. I'm not. He's not. Gabriel's not fit right now. No. I'm not talking about Jesus. I was saying.
In case.
So if Gabriel Jesus was fully fit, by the way, I would start him in this game, but he's not fully fit. So, and I think
going with New York or you going with Marino?
I think it's a game where I hope that he does get a goal. Like, I hope so. So
that's a winning team right there, though. I think that's a team that shuts up some of the haters this weekend. What do you think?
I think it's a team that should come out well. Like, I think where the players,
yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
I think where the players have been like they got away with a win. I'm pretty sure they've had a week off, so they've been able to rest, get back in training, fine tune some of the maybe things, look at some tape and look at some things they haven't been doing right, get back, look back in, and everyone's been given a rest because they haven't had a.
What do you think about this comment from Wira here? Saka needs a rest.
Well, I just led on to it, innit? I said everyone's been given a rest because we didn't have a game midweek, so this is our first weekend to weekend game, so everyone would have been given a rest anyways. Saka didn't start against Club Brugge, so everyone should be fresh and raring to go, both physically and mentally, in terms of understanding that level of performance against Wolves and the way we started the game and the way we could play through the game is unacceptable. So you need to rectify that. And you need to rectify that fast, and you only can do that in your next game. So I expect the players to do that because I feel like that's what they've given us this season. So yeah, this team is strong. I was saying this team would be our strongest team if Gabriel was fit. Then I could say that's one of our strongest teams, like in terms of strong style lineup or something. Do you know what I mean?
What facts do we need assembled? I hear what you're saying, but that's what the game's about, innit? Opinions, innit? We're not experts. We're not working for we're not working for Arsenal. We're just having our opinions. But what facts are we missing? Because there was a report on Arsenal that Zubimendi was working elsewhere.
He wasn't in training. I think Sky Sports had that covered the training. I think it's just like sometimes some players might be given. I'm saying the training off. Like, I think that's happened to Mendy a couple of times, and I've seen him in the squad. It's just more, maybe your load has been a lot. They don't want to give you any more. Pause. They don't want to give you any more, so they give you that rest in it. So that's our starting lineup anyway. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, record that in your head. Anyway, let's stop that. Anyway, Saka. There's been talk about Saka and his new contract and stuff. Yeah. What's your thoughts on that? 300k a week. What are you saying on it? Deserves it. Obviously, with that type of money comes a level of expectation,
possibility,
and a level of pressure.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of always taken an amount into pressure and just taking it like and just turned it into magic. So But as I expect that, especially if Arsenal do go on to do what we expect and want this season, I think he deserves that because he definitely will be a big part and a big reason because of that. But yeah, what about you, man?
Yeah, no, I was chatting to Sammy earlier, and I said, yeah, man, give him the thing. Look, you know what? No one forgets when you're holding a team on your shoulders, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know if he's on that already. You know, now I think he's on about 200. I think right now, innit? He's about 195 or something like that. But and then it goes back to this, and this is not my fault, share, because I think you should get 300k a week. But the people are going to be saying, well, 300k shouldn't be justified. Well, Havertz is on 2 something, and he's not even the best player in the team. Saka, people see Saka as, do you know what I mean, the best player in the team from previous seasons. So why can we not reward him with that? You know. So it's opinions, isn't it?
Yeah. What's your score predictions for this game?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 Arsenal. What's yours?
Gonna go 3-0 Arsenal, man. I expect a reaction. I expect a reaction, bro. Like from what the chest I've shown and what I expected this team to come out and absolutely handle these guys. That's what I expect. And I have
look at this point. Yeah, sorry. Look at this point here. What do you think about this point here? I don't think Saka's gonna do that, man.
But I think Salah's one is added to.
He's older as well, isn't it?
I don't think Salah's that great of obviously of a talent. He's an older player, like he's in his 30s. He's got way more money, like a lot more money than Saka. He's earned that, and obviously Liverpool are in a bad situation. I think Saka gets that money, especially if Arsenal win. This elevates because he expects himself to be. I'm pretty sure he wants to win the Ballon d'Ors and wants to win that. Wants to be critically acclaimed as one of those best. Obviously, shout out Gunner Street, my boy.
Yeah, big up Gunner Street.
So make sure everyone is hitting the like button as well if you haven't already, man. It's been a good show. And
subscribe. You got a show later with Gunner Street?
No, not today.
A show today, yeah. I hear it. I'm gonna go through the comments and we just call it in it because it's been a long show, bro. The danger of increasing Saka wages, he needs to be clutch every game, and if he isn't, he will be called a waste of space. He gets called everything under the sun anyway, bro. So
we see players, you see your Vinny Jr. and all these guys, they go through blips. Obviously, everyone, that's just the pressure that comes with that money. Like at the end of the day, you know these guys will produce when it's time to produce. So
yeah, and Saka loves the club, man. I can't see it. You know what I mean? There's a difference with not playing well to like just do you know what I mean? Just not wanting to play well. Do you understand? Salah got his wage for everything he did for the club already. It has no bearing in his form and season. 3-0 Arsenal. What's your predictions in the chat, people? Yeah, we're going to just wrap up as well. I think Salah has also fallen off, bro. He's been falling off since January. Yeah, he's done out. Salah's always been a selfish player, doesn't work for the team. I always rated Sadio Mane over Salah. And generally, most players go through a wobble when they get new money. Imagine all the family coming out of the woodworks asking for some cash, innit? You would score 3 goals against Everton if Moyes plays mid-block.
No, he's playing a low block.
Yeah, you would score, yeah. Smash the likes, Cape says. Gunnar says, I think Saka hasn't been bad this season.
Our best attacker.
Yeah. Do you think Arsenal have outgrown somebody of these players? If so, which ones?
Can have that conversation at the end of the season.
Yeah. I think Martinelli still needs to do more in the Premier League, though, man. Those assists ain't assisting right now. Had a big moment this season. The danger with Saka is that Arteta played him when he was so obviously hurt so much for the years. He has already lost a bit of pace from a couple years back. Everton 0, Arsenal 2. Yeah, I went with that as well. I see Arteta's second half subs costing you points 2-2. Let's say a goal difference to Arsenal, but with the Wolves' performance, it's unpredictable. You know what? I can't hate on that, Chris. I can't hate on that statement because it does feel like that at times. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to call it Jekyll and Hyde, but what Arsenal going to turn up? You know, is it going to be a 1/2 thing? Is it going to be 2 halves? I don't know, but I'm confident. There you go, boy 10. I'm confident we're going to put Everton to the sword. And if we don't put them to the sword, then, bro, it's going to be there's going to be conversations. But I'm going to redirect you now, people, yeah? Let's go and see what. Let's see what Mark's saying. Yeah, I'll just redirect you to Mark MUFC. People, anything to say, Kate, before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Let's just get behind the team again. Get confident. One good performance, and I think it wipes away the week. And then,
of course, bro. Of course. You know the next stream, man's gonna be.
Yeah, man, bro. Good 3-0. Good. That's why I'm saying that the team this season that I had chest, and I still have chest that's gonna win this league, and that most of us had that chest a couple of weeks ago. Should believe that they're gonna react. Like,
who's your man of the match in the chat today, brother?
Saka.
Who's your man of the match in the chat?
Man of the match, I'm gonna give it to Wira.
Yeah, Wira. Big up your chest.
Wira, go subscribe to my channel, man. I need you so much.
Yeah. Listen. Let me just bring
questions are good.
Let me put Cape's channel in the chat. Yeah, I need to set up my stream elements thing where it does it automatically when it puts you on there. So it just does it automatically.
Make sure everyone you're hitting the like button though. If you're on the way out, hit the like button.
People there you go. Big up to make sure you go and subscribe to Gunner Street as well. Yeah. Love for having me. Yeah, every time, Chris. And there's Capers Pauser. Make sure you click on his link because he does some bad boy videos as well. Yeah, it's not just live. He does, you know what I mean, analysis of players and stuff as well. So make sure if you're a nerd and you like all that football stuff, yeah. Look, you got another sub, Cape. You got another sub. There you go. Now he's happy. He's happy. Brother, quick question. AFCON starts next week. Who's your team to win the tournament?
Nigeria, brother. There's no question, bro.
You got
it. And there's no other.
Let's see.
Question, man.
Nigeria or Ivory Coast?
What about you? Who do you think is gonna win?
I think it's either Nigeria or Ivory Coast. Those are the two teams that I'm supporting, bro. And Uganda, if you can do something for me, please do something for me. But anyway, oh God, man, you lot don't want us to go. Who do you see scoring the 3 goals, by the way?
Oh, for me, Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard.
Gyökeres hat trick, and we are out, people. Peace.
Shout you guys out, man. See you next week.